Yes, greetings, beloveds. This is Chrissy B here once again. Chrissy B Imhotep. Um, and before I forget, I want you to, you know, click the like button to our videos, and also click the subscribe button as well. Don't forget to do that, and share the videos around so it gets spread all over. Don't forget to do that, please. So once again, hit the button down below, subscribe, and also like our videos. Yeah, as I was saying, brothers and sisters, we have to be, we've only really got ourselves as a people, as a race of people. Nobody else has our back, and I'm sure that you know this by now. As only black people can get ourselves out of this situation. You can't expect the enemy to do this. The people who put us in this predicament. Yes, there's a lot of us who are thriving. There's a lot of us who have our own businesses, and we're comfortable in life. We've got a house, we've got cars, we've got generally good health, and we've got nice clothes to wear, and we've got good food to eat. And some of us are rolling in it, and some of us are doing quite well, But in general, there's like a ceiling you can't go past, a parameter. You can't go over this parameter, you know. Especially some of us who work in big companies which are not owned by us. There's only so far up the ladder you can go, And sometimes when we faced discrimination in the workplace, we cry racism and so on. And some of us can't see these things coming on before they take place. You've got to be able to read the situation and you can see what's into the future. You can do it if you think, and if you read the signals and so on. Read between the lines of how people, how these other races of people are treating you. It's very in black and white. And Marcus Garvey, me, I'm always an advocate for Marcus Garvey because I love Papa Garvey, and I'll always talk about Papa Garvey. And I never stop quoting Papa Garvey, no matter where in the world I go. I'll always mention Papa Garvey to people, whether they like it or not, because he's the one that really came at a time when we were our backs were against the wall and the chips were down, and he came and he instilled a lot of confidence in us by telling us, "Up, you mighty race! You can accomplish whatever you will," and so on, and talking about us enjoying our melanin, celebrating our melanated skin. And up you mighty race, and so much great sound bites and great words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of empowerment. He came along and he did that. And even though some of these projects never got off the ground, I believe if he had lived longer, they would have got off the ground, because let's not forget he passed away in his early 50s. He's still young. He could live for another 30 years easily, maybe even another 40 years easily. You see, and perhaps if he did that, we would be as a people, as a race of people, would be in a much better and much stronger position than we are now. Yes, we've come a long way. You've come a long way, because I remember there was a time when, as a black person, you couldn't vote. Some black people couldn't vote in America and South Africa. We couldn't vote. Excuse me, and so. We've come a long way. There's a lot of our people in parliament, a lot of our people working in politics. And yes, it's not ideal. And there's some arse kissing taking place and have to be taking place. Because sometimes if you don't kiss a certain arse, you're not going to get anywhere. But you're going to do it diplomatically. But what I'm saying here now is that we have to come together. We're going to start spending money with ourselves, spending money with our own communities. It's not cliched. It's practical, and if you see a black business, don't be envious and don't be backbiting of them. Go in there. Yes, some of our businesses, sometimes we go into a black shop, and it's the prices of things are much more expensive than it would be if you go to a more corporate superstore, which are owned by these other races of people, but don't forget where we are. We're more or less, I won't say we're at the bottom, but we're not where we should be. We're rising, but we're rising very slowly, and there's things put in place to keep us down. As soon as we're trying to rise up, there's something to push us back down again. And without ourselves, we're not going to come out of this predicament. We're going to be down. We're going to be rock bottom, and we're going to be rock bottom for a very long time. So we've got to wise up, and we've got to start thinking, and we've got to start putting monies together. And I'm someone who's done that, is doing that now, and has done that in the past. I've done things before. I don't want to brag about what I've done. My community knows what I've done. People know what I've done. Yeah. So it's not a matter of talking and liking the sound of your own voice. It's a matter of actually getting out there and doing and helping. It doesn't always have to be money. It could be moral support, emotional support, and so on. And we could support physically as well as mentally. There's so many different supports, not just financial support. So it's very, very important that we get a hold of this, so we catch this and we go along. Not everybody's an advocate for Marcus Garvey, you know. But even some of the reggae songs that we listen to, and some not just reggae songs, but songs of conscious lyrics in them. There's a lot of songs that speak to us subliminally about helping each other, helping your brother man, or helping your sister, your fellow sister, and so on, or your brother and your sister. And it's there, and the words are there, but we love the music, but we don't hear what the song is actually saying, what path it leads down. So it's down to us to go out there and to make it happen, to make it work. Don't just think, do it. Like what the Nike logo says, just do it, and that's what we have to do. Our parents came to Britain in the Windrush generation came over here in the late 40s. There was an influx of them by the 1960s. And when they came to England first, they faced a barrage of racism. They had lots of things thrown in their face. They had signs all over the place: no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. Doors were slammed in their faces. Even eventually, when they started to buy houses, purchase houses and flats, like, yeah, lots of dog excrement and all sorts of unpleasantries pushed through their letterboxes and so on. And I remember my uncle was telling me, I remember my family was telling me some time ago that when they were growing up, white people used to come to the house and come to the front door and put dog poo through the letterbox. So we've heard a lot of things. And we've been through a lot of things as well, you see. And like I was going to say, when our parents came in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, they had nobody. They had to do it all themselves. They had to go solo. And what did they do? They came up with a partner system. Yeah. So what they did, they got into the community of them that were there in one. Sometimes it wouldn't just be one in area. As long as it's a fellow Caribbean, or some will say West Indians, but it's Caribbean. They'll come together and so and so's running a partner. Oh, where are they? Oh, they're in this area. And they'll go to the area and then they put their. Well, how it works, I think you're gonna pay a certain amount every week. So say you pay £5 a week, or you pay £10 a week, or £20 a week, and then after a while, this other person who's been paying money into that system gets their draw, and then after a while you get your draw. It goes around it's like a if you like a musical chair thing. So when it's this person's turn to get their draw, who's been paid into this partner system, they get their draw, then it goes to you, then it goes to this other person. If there's 30 people throwing a hand, £10 a week into this partner system, then all 30, when it comes to the draw time, they will get their draw. So someone's getting a lump sum, they might get up to £1,000 in lump sum, and that helps them to save the money. It's a very, very good system to have. I don't think it's because that generation have died off more or less, and they're dying off. And the younger generations that came after them, they've lost that link. They've lost that continuity to carry on. You see. And so there you go. But that's what they had to do to survive, to get houses, to even rent a room, to buy cars, to buy clothes, and put food on the table, as well as working. They had to do something, because sometimes what they were earning wasn't much, and because they were black, they got paid the less, and they got the worst jobs. So these are the things that they had to do to survive in a racist Britain. Britain is still racist. Maybe it's more subtle now, but at that time in the 50s and the 60s and the 40s, oh my God, it was off the chain. Racism was off the chain. So they did a lot of things to survive and to get through all of that. Anyway, my brothers and sisters, I would like to talk to you some more. I really wish I had more time, because I'm going to have to prepare. I've got to have a shower and then prepare and then go downstairs in a couple of hours to start. And at the moment, nobody's here. I'm at the Coxsone Lounge in Birmingham, and I'm here to pay tribute to the great Coxsone Dodd. But as I said to you before, don't forget what I said, and just come together and stop the bickering. you know, because we need each other. We ain't got no one else, you know. When other people see us doing well for ourselves, and we get more respect from them. At the moment, everybody's treating us like garbage because they're seeing that there's no solidarity there, there's no unity there. You know, what do they say? Unity is strength, and strength is unity. Solidarity is what it's all about. You know, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and so on. Those are words that just throwaway words, and words just for the sake of using, but words with wisdom behind them and a lot of substance behind them. So you've got to catch on and take it and stop the bickering, and stop the as the Jamaicans would say, stop the bad mind, you know, and envy and so on, and just come together. It's going to have to happen. And that's why some of our youths are loggates with each other. They're killing each other and hurting each other and so on. And it's spreading, it's filtered down to this generation here. So we've got to bring it back up and bring it back in, even if it's only into the middle, and go back over to that side, the positive side. At the moment, it's too much in the negative. We've got to, even if we can bring it back into the middle, get some sort of semblance of where we're going, and then move it back to the positive side. And that's what we have to do. And anyway, brothers and sisters, you know I love you so much. I care about you so much. You know how much I love you. Keep subscribing to Chrissy B Imhotep videos. As I said, hit the subscribe button, the red link down below the video, and like all of our videos, and try and share them if you can. Yeah, bless up, love, honor.